Hey everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit. We're back for part 2 of making this shrine to the forgotten god in the Crowshriek plains. So basically, in the first part we built it, now we're going to paint it up. So to get started, I'm going to get a brush. I'm going to get some gray paint and try to do the stone areas first. I'm using a medium tone. This is called pewter. It's from Walmart. Alright, that's basically all the stone work I need to worry about. So now I'm going to get I'm going to air gun this. Then I'm going to come in with a green, and I'm using olive. Maybe I'm using olive, if I can find it. Man, my eyes are just not what they used to be, dudes. Alright, I put a dab of paint on top of these so I can see what color they are. Did my little boy steal it? I can't see it. Hold on. I just can't see. I literally can't find it. Oh, here we go. Here's one in here. Shouldn't be in here. Now I'm using that kind of a crappy choppy brush that I got some glue in one time. But this should work for what I want. So I want to get down here on the base. Kind of and I don't care if I get some of this on the walls and stuff. Okay, that's going to be all right. Now I'm going to get a lighter green. But I'm just going to dab some of those spots a little bit lighter. And I'm going to get brown and do the wood parts. And I'm going to do these jugs too and that, and then come back and paint them with something else. The pottery. And the secret here is not to spend all day working on this, but it's to make something that looks good on the table. Something that'll do the dirty work of representing an interesting site where a fight will be, that'll provide some LOS issues or some movement issues. A lot of the reasons for terrain is, one, it's theatrical. It's to create this environment that's fantastic, that people can kind of see and visualize and give them some ideas of what they're around. And the other reason is for the LOS stuff. You know, I can't get past that. I have to walk around that. I can't shoot through that. And enemies hiding behind that kind of crap. But the theatrical kind of stuff is probably the more important of the two, I would say. You could probably stop right there if you wanted, and that would definitely sell what you needed to sell. This is obviously the shrine to some kind of weird deity or something that's, you know. We're going to go a little bit further. I'm getting a crappy plastic brush. A lighter gray paint. This is called Elephant. I use this quite a lot. It's in my top 10 colors. It's a medium to light tone. It's pretty good. And I'm just bringing it down in some spots a little bit. But I'm not going over the top. Okay. I hear some stomping out in the basement there. I think Lady Doom's awake. Or it's the little boys, but I doubt it's them. They're not super obnoxious and loud. I'm joking. They're little kids. Of course, they're super obnoxious and loud. I'm going to use that same brush. I'm not going to clean it out. I'm going to get, this is called Coffee Latte. I think it's from Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something. That's folk art. I'm going to mix that in. I'm going to hit this kind of urn thing with it, this jug. I'm going to get a little bit more of that brown. I'm going to drag it up these sticks. I'm going to hit that other little pot a little bit. Something like that. I'm going to get some khaki. I'm going to hit that little pot with it, but not the big pot. Then I'm going to get that small brush and do that little bit of, like the lid part of this pot. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that for the most part. I think I'd like to get some moss up on these walls. So what I'm going to do, I have some arbor green here. It's a dark green. I'm going to get some water, some of this arbor. I'm going to mix that up. I'm going to kind of drag it around in the cracks a little bit. It's a little darker than I like. I like that, that other green. That olive color. But you can't just use that same color everywhere, you know. I might have to, though, because it does not look good. I lost that olive already, of course. And I know I have 2 jugs of it too, which is the worst part. So I'm going to get some water. I'm going to leave that green that's in there. I'm going to mix some of that olive in. I'm going to come back around on those because I did not like the way that turned out. It looked a little too bright, but I'm going to let some of that darker green show through anyways. The darker green was just too obnoxious. All right, we're going to dry this off. Plus too hot air going to burn them. Then I'm going to get a small brush that I can use to do some dry brushing with. I'm going to get a very light gray. Let me see if this brush will do it. This got really stiff bristles though, so it might not work. Something like that. That's what I was looking for. Now you could put a wash on this and it would probably look a lot better. I don't know that. I just think that. Now sometimes after you do a wash, a dry brush works. However, because I don't edit videos and stuff in this format, that won't really be ideal. So I'm just going to leave mine dark after my wash. Because otherwise you guys sit and wait for it to dry, and when you're trying to record your stuff in one shot and not make mistakes, it's hard to, you can't have drying times and waiting times. But I feel like there's a sincerity with not editing, where you see that I make mistakes and you see that, you know, rushing sometimes doesn't pay off. Okay. I'm just getting a piece of fabric. This is an old shirt, the one the kids grew out of that had some holes or something that couldn't be donated. I'm just going to dab off some of that wash on some of the flatter parts, and that'll lighten it up a little bit. Okay, well, that looks like it'll be all right. All right, let's get a little color on that. Where's some red bushes at? I got some red bushes here. These are just some floral moss stuff. And I tried to buy some more of this recently, and I couldn't find it. But Mrs. Gruda saw some at Joanne's is going out of business, and she saw some, so I might run over there and see if they have what I want. I'm just going to get some glue. I'm going to shove this down into the glue. Let that pop up. Pull off a little bit of the excess fuzz. Then I'm going to get a little bit of clear glue. Oh, look at that, Sweeney. We got a condom. There we go. I'm going to come back up onto this wall with that glue a little bit. And I think that should be plenty of bright green. Sweet. All right. Now, there's not a whole lot more I'm going to do with that. You could do more with it, I suppose. But it definitely sells the point of what I'm trying to sell. So I'm happy enough with it. You could use this in all kind of environments, not just in a plains environment, obviously. But my goal is to use this in the flatlands that are known as the Crowshriek. Whenever followers, wild men that follow the unknown god, are in vicinity of this, say 45, 50 foot, maybe 100 foot, depending on how strong your party is or what you're trying to do with it, maybe they get a +1 morale roll on all attacks and damage, or maybe they get a big bonus against fear or compulsion. Maybe, maybe have this be not just a piece of terrain, but maybe have it be part of the fight. Perhaps them doing something to this altar could provoke attacks. Say they wanted to destroy this altar. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. It would provoke wild men to be summoned to come running to fight them. Something like that. Or maybe they get marked by the unknown god as an enemy of the people. So the wild folks are now coming after your party. But don't just make something like this always and just say, oh, it's just a piece of scatter. Make something that it serves a purpose of some sort too, and then it'll be interesting. And even if they don't recognize it at first, maybe you have an eldritch caster or a holy caster or whatever, divine caster, and they can do a check and realize that this is an altar to some kind of deity and that it's probably giving off some kind of aura. You can make it through storytelling, through using the proficiencies and skills. You can kind of unveil more things about it. But yeah. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon, leave a comment and all the algorithm type stuff. Go to the website and buy some miniatures, and come to the Discord and hang out with us. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.